was supposed to reopen, but they thought the plant was going to close. Without giving you a long story short, at the end of the day, the land use committee voted to not make a motion and to pass it on to the council for the implementation of making such decisions. So that's it in a nutshell. If anybody has any questions, that would answer.
Questions?
Hey, Dean. Since they turned it over to us, I'd like to make a motion. And my motion would be to write a letter to Iris, Chief Department of Regional Planning, and to Mike Antonovich, our District Supervisor. The letter would state the CATC Land Use Committee held a hearing on August 14, 2014. At that meeting, residents from CATC gave testimony regarding the draft EIR for project R2004-05599-5, schedule number 2005081071. And I'd like to say, due to the overwhelming response by the community, our CAT recommends that the draft EIR be rejected.
I can second that.
Okay, first of all, we're not on the landfill item yet. So, I don't know, are you asking the land use committee to write a letter?
Mama,
No, it's based on what happened at the land use meeting. I'd like this motion.
Okay. If you look under the landfill committee, on the agenda tonight, there's a status report. It is not an action item. The landfill itself has asked us, because the comment period at your request was extended through September 23rd, the landfill has asked for time to answer the community's concerns. And so this is not an actionable item tonight. We wanted to they want to try to answer some of Valverde's concerns and come back in the September meeting before us to ask for our support in the expansion and the draft EIR.
Well, since they
And I might also point out that that's a possibility for a vote in September, but we also had some people from the Valverde community that said we shouldn't vote until the final EIR. So I'm considering that as well, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I'd like, the reason I want to make this motion is because it's hard for the community to come out here that came out, and it's the Cast Day community. It wasn't, the invitation was to hold Cast Day. We put it on our I guess we put it on the website, right? We noticed it, so people from all of Cast Day could have came out, and it was unanimous. It was that they don't want it, and that's why I want to make this motion, because it was unanimous. It wasn't half one, half one.
And again, you're talking about what happened at the land use meeting, not what's happened in front of our council, because all of the council members here weren't able to hear that testimony.
6 of 10 of us did. And if we don't decide we don't want to come to those, it's our responsibility not to come to them. If we don't want to, it's okay.
Yeah, but we're not required to come to them. The whole idea is that it goes before land use and then comes before the council as a whole. We're not doing that yet. We're kind of ahead of the game.
I thought Dean pretty much said that the whole group was against it.
Right, so what you had was 24 residents come out that spoke against it in a community of a couple thousand people. And so, understandably, we wouldn't have a high school going